Alright, so, just saw a video by my man Pedro796 about Neodesign and shitting on Neodesign. And you know what? I kind of agree. I think Neodesign is a bit of a kind of shitty thing. I don't like Neodesign much personally. But I think it provoked an interesting thing, particularly because I saw a comment about the level in the radiator, which is a level that I'm actually quite a big fan of. Um, and it kind of got me thinking. And I know that what's his fucking name? I I know that the old GD like news dude did a video about geometry dashes in allied form. But I think it's not really a properly explored concept because I think geometry dash very much does last as a visual art of sorts. Um, because it expresses things, and I think Neo Design's really kind of opening up this discussion again. But for once, I don't actually agree with the it's an artistic experience side of things. I think my main problem with congregation and Neo Design as a whole is just that it doesn't seem like there's any expression behind it. It seemed like it's just entirely there because it's trying to create an atmosphere and it's using the atmosphere as the decoration, but it's also not sending a message. I think what I like about more artistic levels is that they use this atmosphere and they use these simple kind of design styles, not to create the part of the level that makes it a level, but instead to create the message of the level that gives it a meaning behind it, right? I think it's kind of the most important thing to remember when you're looking at artistic levels and art as a whole, the meaning behind it, because abstract expressionism is kind of dog shit because it's some lines on a canvas until you think about what's actually behind it. You know, I think atmosphere is important, and I think some levels really nail the idea of atmosphere. Like, I mean, like aforementioned in the Radiator, Save As, for example. Save As is a boring as monistic level until it starts having these like crackles. And obviously, the meaning behind Save As isn't particularly subtle, and it's been discussed to death. My point is that I think a level doesn't have to be visually appealing to be emotionally appealing or to have a meaning behind it. I'm a big fan of levels like Lotus Flower, and the national anthem, kind of controversial levels, which I mean, kind of play weirdly and look kind of bad. But what I like about them is mostly that they mean something, and it's not just because I like the Radiohead tracks. I think I think that they're actually trying to point something out, and I think that it's something that's very relevant to point out. Which is that Geometry Dash is something that should be experimented with, and that as cool and awesome as some of my favorite styles look, they're kind of beaten to death. No matter how kind of experimental you are with a design level, it's never going to be as fresh as some new thing like a Neo design level will be. Which is why, I mean, like something mentioned by Pedro is that it's like we don't give enough appreciation to good design levels, and we care too much about these lower quality levels. And I think that's fair. I think that there should be more praise leveled towards high quality design levels, but also like so many high quality design levels exist, and not many shit quality Neo design levels exist because Neo design is new. Um, so people want to fixate on the new thing and they want to debate the new thing because design levels are kind of done and dusted. They're a geometry dash level. They're a design based geometry dash level. That's basic. We've done that for a while now. Um, so even if it's probably a better level, it might not convey an artistic statement. It just also isn't particularly fresh to anyone. And I think that's just important to remember. Now, I think I care about this kind of thing because I'm seriously tired of seeing like actually meaningful levels get shat on for looking bad, like in the Radiator. But I'm also tired of people acting like Geometry Dash can't be used as an experimental ground. And I think when it comes to things like using Neodesign to get CP, because you're aiming to like just create something that's empty with slight atmosphere because you want to get CP, I think that's kind of cringe. But I think looking for artistic value in something like this, I don't have any problem with someone personally doing it. I think my problem more so comes from people who try to benefit off this in a non-artistic way because I think as a form of artistic expression, it shouldn't be exploited. Um, I mean, honestly, I don't like Neodesign. I don't think I ever will like Neodesign, but I'm not going to try and combat it, and I'm also not going to immediately put down everything. There are some great creators that incorporate elements of it. But more than that, I think that it kind of represents something that we've been over in this community as a whole multiple times, which is that Geometry Dash is an art form, as weird as an art form as it is. It's just important to remember that. And it's probably more than anything just important to remind yourself that some people will view artistic expression differently to other people. Anyway, good video, Pedro. But I'm not sure how much I agree. Also, fuck Love Illusion.